Hey, how are you? Welcome to the Rundown, August 19th. I'm joined here by two of my closest friends at the company.
Yes.
Pat and Jack. They are also close friends themselves, too.
We are not close friends.
Now,
Yeah, okay.
that's
a new update.
I sit close to you.
Let's get through this.
I
the
sit
ad
close
read
to
first,
you, that's
okay?
it.
This is obviously my first time hosting, so
Right.
I wanted two experienced
Pat's
people.
not used to ad reads on his show.
By
Let
my
him
side.
fucking read it.
I wanted two people experienced by my side to make this smooth. So today's rundown is brought to you by High Noon. It's a hard seltzer made with real vodka, real juice, and sparkling water. They just released their limited edition tropical 8-pack, which includes flavors like mango and passion fruit, as well as watermelon and pineapple. Is passion fruit a real fruit?
Yes. Oh, well, I don't know about that. It is a real flavor
Yeah.
for High Noon.
Jack doesn't like fruits.
It is a real flavor, and it is delicious.
My favorite is
Not
peach.
a big fruit guy.
My favorite's High Noon peach. And then I think
I
watermelon is my
never
second.
asked you what your favorite is, but passion fruit is it's an incredible fruit. I just can't picture what it looks like off the tree.
I think it's spiky.
It sounds like it would be spiky. All right, now, real vodka, real juice. You guys know that. It's not that trash, which is a malt beverage. Someone just removed the ad from the screen. That's helpful. All right, yeah, so pick up some of your local liquor store today and tag Nooner's social accounts while you're enjoying it. Because we still got like a month of summer. I think summer goes deep into September. So pick some up at your local liquor store and let's close the summer off strong. So, the rundown. First topic, breaking news. OnlyFans is apparently going to limit or ban sexual conduct soon, or sexually explicit activities. Don't know what that means. It means maybe you can post like a topless photo with breasts, but you just can't have a video of yourself fingering your vagina. I think that's the case. What are your thoughts? Do you
That's
think?
the entire point.
Yeah. So will OnlyFans be bankrupt in the next 6 months?
Well, what are they going to pivot to?
Why don't we start something that you're allowed to fuck on?
Yeah. Well, who's the one calling the shots? I think like someone.
I bet it's the
Oh,
banks or something.
Yes, it's the banks. They're like, we can't like be taking.
Don't
like,
get me started on
We can't
those
be giving you
bad
guys
boys.
all these money, like all this money you're profiting.
Yeah.
off
What are you
of
talking about? The
Chicks
banks?
flicking their
Yeah,
bean.
you wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
The banks are shutting down OnlyFans?
Yes,
actually,
they won't.
I think
they won't allow. They won't.
Credit cards to be processed
Yes.
because, see, he thinks I don't understand, but I do. I think there's a workaround.
How?
There always is.
I think just if Pornhub can exist and you can pay for Pornhub, why can't you pay for OnlyFans?
Maybe you just have to
know how
mail
there's, like,
in your
big
payments
there's-
via cash. and
There's
so
like big pharma, maybe
banks
there's like
aren't
big
involved.
porn.
Yeah. I agree with you. There could be.
I mean,
are
I've
you doing on
never
your
been
phone?
an OnlyFans
I was going
guy.
to find the tweet that
Yeah, no, I mean,
find the tweet where they mentioned the banks.
Okay.
yes, please do. Thank you, Jack Mack. I've never been a big OnlyFans guy. I know some other people here are, but I just feel like there's enough free porn options these days. I think like the only reason people do it is if they just have a crush on a celeb and they're like, maybe I can see your tits. But a lot of celebs just use it as an Instagram profile, are just like posting photos of themselves fully clothed. And people still pay for
OnlyFans
it.
changes based on requests of banking payout partners,
Jack was right.
as usual.
Thank you, Jack Mack.
Hashtag Jack was right.
I think that was Bella Thorne that had the issue where she was just she
Yeah.
got into it. I mean, I don't really know what the moral obligation is, like how naked you have to get or like what photos you have to post. But if you're just posting the same that you post on Instagram, that seems like bullshit. But I don't know if that's illegal. Like if you're gonna pay, but
No, you bait people in. That's what people do. Like
Yeah, I
celebrities will
think
make
that's
something scummy, but would you do it if you could make the money?
well, I get it. People can do what they want to do. That's my opinion. Yeah, they can do what they want to do. Like
But
it's the
apparently
free market
now they
will
can't.
decide.
They can't.
On the rundown. Gotta remember.
They can't touch their clit on camera anymore on OnlyFans.
Would you do an OnlyFans, Jack, if you could make good money at it? Would you
Nope.
do OnlyFans?
I would not, but that's my decision.
Your
Not
body is your temple.
no, not that. It's like I wouldn't do it. But if other people want to do
How
it,
would you go about doing it? Like, who would pay you?
No one would pay Jack.
Yeah. I
well,
don't
yeah.
even think we have to go into that hypothetical.
I know that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I ain't bringing
Unless
it up.
I haven't seen your feet. You may have nicer feet than the rest of your body. Are those?
We got
Show your feet.
Show your feet.
No.
We got permission from Gaz to do OnlyFans here. I asked if I could do it, and he said, yeah, that's fine. He goes, just know everyone's going to watch it. So that's my hesitancy.
You could find someone.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm
You know who
not
would
sure.
crush on OnlyFans? Za.
Yeah? I mean, are you just saying that because he's a unique personality? He has a
Absolutely. People would
unique,
watch Za fuck.
unique body type?
Yeah.
Speaking of Za, Mike Richards, who was, he's the host of Jeopardy now, he's in hot water over things he's had in a podcast 8 years ago. I guess he used the derogatory term for little people.
Which
That's
is,
what it is?
So that's one thing. He also used a derogatory term for mentally challenged people.
Which was
And,
the R word?
Yeah, the R
Okay.
word. And he called a model who was talking about her job working at like a booth at some sort of exhibition or something, and then like he called her a booth hoe, a boostitute. But they don't talk
That's
about.
kind of funny. Though.
I know it is.
I've
Kind of
never
funny.
heard that. Booth.
They don't mention the
boostitute?
model's reaction to that. I think the model found it funny too.
Yeah, she
I don't
may
think-
have.
Yeah, a lot of those people, they're looking for a pretty face to just stand at their booth for like 6 hours, attract the customers.
So is he going to be the host still, or is he?
I
out?
don't think. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they would fire him over that.
People have been fired for much less.
Yeah, I mean, we just had a hit piece written about us, and
Yeah, Pat was mentioned.
Speaking of OnlyFans, they brought up Pat.
Multiple times.
They brought up the most absurd shit. They brought up Twerk Tuesday.
No, the problem that I have with that is I worked so hard to build up Twerk Tuesday into a staple of Barstool Sports, and it got mentioned as Twerk Wednesday. That's the most
That's
disrespectful
bullshit.
thing in the
I
entire
think
fucking
that's
world.
insane.
That is
and
bullshit.
they hyperlinked Twerk Wednesday, well, to a Twerk Tuesday, but the Twerk Tuesday was very good. Official Ms. Twerk made her, like, she came back on the scene, so I had to do it. But that one was a Twerk Wednesday, but that was the most offensive thing in there. That's more offensive than anything that they put in there.
Well, that's the classic Media Matters doing a half-assed job.
What's Media Matters?
What
Which
was
way do
their
they lean?
problem with Twerk
Left.
Tuesday? You're just like
They
showing
don't.
people twerking.
I
There's
make
nothing wrong with
stars on Twerk Tuesday.
it. Yeah. If people are going to twerk, if you're out there twerking, you want to get as much publicity
Who's the
as
GOAT?
you can.
What's her name again?
Nastya Naz.
But one of the points they brought up is blogger Pat mocked a woman who claimed that
Are we,
posting
this is gonna get cut
nude-
from the show? Like, are we
No,
allowed
this
to
would
talk
no,
about
because
this?
this is not
like
bad
bringing
at
up
all.
a hit
This is
piece?
not. I don't understand why.
Oh
this
yeah,
is
we've
with-
never talked about a hit piece before at Barstool.
I mean, I don't want to be the guy
Yeah.
leading the
No,
charge
so they
here
said
against
that-
the fucking
they
Media
said
Matters.
that Pat claimed that posting. So there was a woman. So Pat mocked a woman who claimed that posting nude pictures on the subscription-based content site OnlyFans helps a relationship with God. And then Pat said, "Cheers to you, Nita. Thanks for doing God's work."
I didn't know
funny.
how. That's funny. A,
Yeah.
that's funny. B, I didn't know how to end the blog, so I was like, how do I get out of this?
But that's funny though.
Yeah, no,
And
there's nothing wrong with that.
That was one of our most clicked blogs of the week, and the whole story is this woman. She's like a Christian woman, was very religious, and she switched to OnlyFans because she was making a lot of money, and she spin zoned it by saying the reason she's doing OnlyFans is so that she can become closer to God. And so I thought that was funny. I don't know her relationship with God. I didn't judge her relationship with God. I don't judge anyone's relationship with God.
What's your relationship with God?
I believe in him, or
Which one?
it, or whatever,
Her.
or her. I don't know what it. Yeah, I believe in it.
Do you think he approves of OnlyFans?
I don't think that would like make him or her or it that mad. No.
Yes or no? Does God believe in OnlyFans?
Do you think God would be more chill with like women fingering themselves on OnlyFans than if it was Pat jacking off on OnlyFans?
I think he'd be, if he was mad, equally mad.
That's so
And then if
down
he's
the
not
middle.
mad, he's equally kosher with dudes watching dudes or dudes watching chicks or chicks
Yeah.
watching chicks. Yeah.
Can't s-
Okay. Cool. Nice.
Oh yeah.
Are you equally kosher in both?
Yeah.
All right. Sweet. Well, America has a problem. What's America's problem, Jack?
Is it student debt?
No, it's that everyone's exhausted and out of it because they're not sleeping in a bed that's right for them. And they
Yes.
sleep like they are getting sucks. Oh, and the sleep they are getting sucks. And this problem has a name, junk sleep.
Junk sleep.
You guys ever had junk
yeah.
sleep?
Yes.
yeah.
I've been getting a lot of junk sleep lately. You can be just staying up too late. You have a poor quality mattress. You haven't been talking to a mattress firm sleep expert.
Mattress Firm is amazing.
Yeah, all those things can lead to junk sleep. So the sleep experts at Mattress Firm, they will match you to the best mattress and sleep products out there based on your specific sleep preferences. What are your sleep preferences, Pat?
I like a firm mattress.
I like them firm too, so that you can get the best sleep possible. So some people like them soft, some people like them firm, some people like them long, some people just like a small bed. So they will match you up and they will get you the bed that you need, and you're gonna get the best sleep possible. To unjunk your sleep, go to www.mattressfirm.com. Once again, mattressfirm.com or a Mattress Firm store today and speak with a sleep expert, and they will get you the bed you need. Back to the rundown.
Finding any evidence?
Speaking of
just
sex, Hugh Hefner, they're releasing a 10-part docuseries on him that's going to paint him as a scumbag. Shocker.
Yep.
What you were the one who wrote the blog.
I was. So what it is A&E is releasing a 10-part doc series on Hugh Hefner. They're interviewing Playboy models like all the way back, from way back in the day until now. We're going to go over like the dark side of Playboy, the dark side of whatever. This has already been done a million times. My point in the blog is that, yes, it's interesting to hear first-person accounts, but is it going to be anything we haven't heard before? Is anyone surprised? I mean, this guy kept a literal stable of women in his yard for 64 years. Obviously, he's doing disgusting things. Obviously, he's going to do illegal things. Stuff is going to come up. He's dead. That doesn't mean you can't talk about it, but it's like...
Some serious rumors that Hugh Hefner was connected with, like the CIA and whatnot. Swear to God.
So, yeah.
Look it up. If you want to look up something, look into the tunnels underneath the Playboy Mansion. Swear to God, look it up. It's interesting stuff.
So how was
Like,
the CIA
what?
using him? Were they using him the same way people think they were using Jeffrey Epstein, which is like
Yes.
to get powerful people and
Yep.
compromising
So-
relationships?
So
And comprom-
Hugh Hefner is Jeffrey Epstein, you're saying?
There we
Well,
go. Here we go.
but that's the
Playboy
thing.
Mansion under. Here we go.
Hugh Hefner, though, most of the girls were of legal age, or at least all the girls that we know of, right? He
I
wasn't.
don't think it's that they were not of legal age. Like, largely the twisted history on this. This is like kind of fucked. It might get cut. But so, like, for example, the girls.
we're not talking
the
about
girls would get
ourselves.
the girls would get $1,000 allowance every week, right?
Yeah.
And this is like in the 90s and 2000s. In order to get that $1,000, Hugh Hefner would lay back on his bed, hard, and each girl would have to go in line and sit on his dick and ride for a little bit to get the $1,000. That's like a documented thing that's happened, and it's happened for years. Like, that's the kind of stuff they're gonna fucking talk about.
They really should talk about this stuff, though. The tunnel underneath the Playboy Mansion and the connection with, obviously, powerful people who go to the Playboy Mansion all the time. It was famous. And then they would get them in compromised situations, and then they would record it, and the people wouldn't think it was recorded. And then you would find situations such as, like, oh, you cheated on your wife, and then they would blackmail them, X, Y, and Z,
Okay.
classic stuff.
I mean, do you think there will ever be another Hugh Hefner? You just think someone like that couldn't exist in today's society?
No, that's done.
Yeah.
The sexual revolution happened. The sexual revolution happened.
Yeah.
It's over.
Anyone who feels the need to always have a harem of girls around them is just an extremely insecure person. I don't know if I would want a harem.
You think he was hung?
It didn't really matter at that point. He was so rich.
I feel like we
and
would have
successful,
known, right?
but
Yeah. How is
I-
his dick not out there?
I just feel like a
That's a
harem.
good
A
point.
harem would suck. I don't know.
Yeah.
Be like a lot of. You got to make sure everyone's happy. I guess. I mean, if you guess maybe you don't. If you're just that rich and you're like, don't worry, just live in my mansion. If I don't talk to you for a week, I'll come and stick it in you in a week. All right. So, next topic. Larry David was uninvited from Obama's birthday party, and he was pumped about it. It's a slow week. It's definitely a slow week. He originally had invited 500 people. Then, because of the Delta, and he was shamed, he had to cut it down.
He invited 800 and they cut it down.
Yeah, they had to cut it down to 100. He was pumped because he thought Obama was going to make him do a stand-up set at the party. I think if you're just invited to a party, you don't want to obviously like have the fucking like that looming over. Oh, I got to come here. He's only inviting me so I can like entertain his fans. I assumed he was just invited as like a friend, but yeah, I think it would suck to be invited to a party and then be like, all right, now you got to go up and do a stand-up routine, because then you're just like the entertainment, not a friend.
When's the last time Larry David's done stand-up?
Yeah, I was like, that's what he was freaking out about.
But I mean, I guess, like, I mean, if Obama asked you to do stand-up, you do it.
Good point.
Would you do stand-up if he asked you?
Obama?
Yeah.
Yes, I would go. Yeah, of course.
Did you think the party was appropriate to have?
You know, I'm more shocked that his mansion in Martha's Vineyard isn't underwater yet. I was told that all those big beach towns were going to be underwater because of global warming by now.
Who told you that?
Multiple people.
By now?
Just people dot
Yes.
Think
Why
they've
would
been
you
saying-
buy-
own dot cxvq $, the websites you get your news from.
Yeah, that's it. Just keep going.
Yeah, well, no, I want to dive into this. I grew up on the coast. I'm concerned. I mean, I've been hearing maybe 60 to 80 years
Okay, yeah.
from now. I can live with that.
You
Ric
can
Flair.
live with that. Worst attitude to have about it. Fuck it. It's the next.
My
segment.
kids can't live with that. My grandkids are really fucked. So yeah, I mean, no, I believe in climate change. How about you?
I do too.
Yes, but see, I didn't use the word global warming. I used.
But do you believe that
climate
it's
change.
man-made?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, man-made. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
See, well, he's more left than people think. Ric Flair did not eat box on the LI.
I thought it looked more like Joe Biden.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
I guess just people thought it was more believable if it was Ric Flair. Do you guys ever take the LIRR?
I thought that was honestly Metro North. It looked more like the Metro North, but I've taken both.
I'm hearing it was the lure. Ric Flair came out and confirmed
lure?
it was not him eating box.
LIR, yeah.
You call it the lure?
The lure. Yeah, everyone calls it the
LIRR?
lure. Everyone calls it the
Everyone
lure,
calls it
right?
the lure.
I always
Yeah,
thought it was
dude,
funny.
I take it all the time.
It's
I'm a
the
huge lure guy.
LIRR, but people just call it the LIR. So I guess they're both around. Like lures more is right?
I guess.
LIR is what is commonly used in common conversation,
All right,
but there's
I don't
two
know if
R's.
anyone calls it the lure. I'm just trying to
I think there must be.
simplify it. It's not like lure is a slur at all. But yeah, what's the weirdest thing you guys have seen on a
I
on a
got
train?
sprayed on the Metro North with pepper spray once in the eye.
Because you were trying to grope a woman?
I thought that was at the Capitol.
No, I was just sitting there, and it was the last train of the night from Manhattan, Grand Central to Fordham.
Yeah.
And there was just a crazy guy on there, and he sprayed multiple people in the eye with pepper spray. It was brutal.
Did you get it direct?
No, mine was like hit it here and then came down into my eye. It stunk. It was at 2 a.m, and then I was like this walking home. It was brutal. It
Yeah.
really hurt. I mean, that stuff works if you want to use that.
Yes, it does. So if anyone's watching, pepper spray, a great defense mechanism. How about you, Pat?
I haven't seen too much crazy shit on subways, I guess. Drunk people peeing on the tracks, couple fights. Nothing really to do. Well, the craziest thing that happened to me on the subway happened, I think, in the fall. I was getting off at 125th and Lex, and I got out, and there was someone walking with balloons,
Yeah.
and a balloon popped, and everyone ran because they thought it was gunshots. That was fucking sketchy. But other than that-
125th and Lex, though.
But
Makes
other
sense.
than that, not really. It's just drunks. That's all it is.
I had a friend in China who tried pulling a prank for like a video series he was doing. So he pretended to become a zombie on the subway in China.
Okay.
And they had like all this makeup, started to like cough fake blood, started like a straight up riot in the subway.
Ooh.
It was just mass hysteria. Because this was, it was pre-COVID, but I'm sure there was another infectious disease. Oh, it was during Ebola, I believe.
Oh.
And yeah, I just started to cough blood and be like, I'm a zombie. They thought it was going to be a cute Halloween prank. Caused mass hysteria. He was locked in jail for 4 days. So,
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
In China?
Yes.
That's awful.
All
Well,
right.
I mean, I guess if you cause a riot.
Yeah. No, I've heard Chinese jails actually aren't
Thrown
that
in
bad.
jail.
They're just
Cause a
boring.
riot.
Okay, let's move on to the after show. I know there was a lot of tension between you guys last night on The Dozen.
There's not just tension last night, there's tension every day.
Yeah, so I don't sit near you guys, but I think this has been brewing for a while.
Yeah, it wasn't really any event. It was just Jack is like exposing himself for who he is. Just a loud, obnoxious, like pig of a man who just talks over people all the time. And that came out yesterday on The Dozen. And I think Kirk took a couple shots at him. Jack took a couple shots at Kirk. Many are saying it was below the belt, the shots that Jack took. And here we are today. He gloated. He thinks he's smarter than he is. He insults my intelligence on a regular basis.
That's you who insults your own intelligence.
And I just don't like Jack.
Yeah,
at
so
all.
I mean,
anything about him. Right?
yeah, I don't like how people try to turn this into a political thing, like, oh,
Right.
you're left,
Oh,
you're right.
really?
It's
You don't
just,
like that?
It's just you guys just legitimately just hate each other as people.
You don't like that? I don't hate him at all. I actually like him.
I can stand.
If you hate that, then you hate him.
No,
because
I can.
that's what he does.
I can
every single
stand
time.
Jack. I can stand Jack in small doses. It's like a lot to be around him a lot. That's what
Poor
I'm saying.
you, poor you. You know what? I pour one out for Pat every day. He lives such a brutal life.
Every single person who sits across from you quits.
Yep,
Who has sat across from him that's left? Bailey, B.W. Carlin, gone.
yep.
Who else?
Oh, so Rico's not the one
Who?
squeezing people out. It's
Rob,
Jack now.
marketing guy Rob, gone. Paula Duca, gone. Blackjack Flesher, gone.
Whoa.
You're just naming some really great individuals there we're gonna have massive careers at Barstool.
What I'm saying is, it's tough to be around you sometimes.
Okay. Well, I mean, Chuck has sat next to me for multiple years and has thrived. Same with Gaz. Up for debate. So that doesn't make any sense. And then for a little bit further, there's Jack McCarthy. But it doesn't matter who I sit next to. Pat's leaving out some very valuable things. His team blew the biggest, we had the biggest comeback in the history of the dozen against Pat. So they blew it. They were 28-3.
You had it.
against-
That's right.
I thought
We
I
blew
was
it. You
the
didn't
one-
win it. We blew
I
it.
thought I was the one who talked over people. And then Pat's team blew it. Pat got, I think, 2 half answers right, so I'll give him 1 right answer.
Cool.
And then
A show
after-
orchestrated around college football. Shock. Jack gets every question
It was
right.
1 round. It's like he shocks me on a daily basis. It's like I wish we could record it so everyone could see. He says I'm the loud one. Listen to what he's saying. He's just yelling nonsense. We won. After the show, I said as a joke, but Pat got offended that hey Kirk, I'm sorry, it's not your guys' fault. Like you guys only had 2 players.
Yeah.
You
I
and
thought you were
Rico.
gonna say what you really said.
And then
Here we go. The truth.
What do you mean the truth?
Keep going. Just keep going. Keep going. Then what do you
This
say?
is another example of what he does. He just loses his mind. He's probably going to walk off pretty soon. Then Kirk, out of nowhere, attacked me and said he was going to. I'm so fat that I'm going to die in 6 months, and then anyone who's this fat at my age is going to die in 6 months.
You're repeating yourself.
And then no, he said that twice. You have awful memory. And then after that, he said that he's going to fuck my mother at my funeral, and then fuck her on top of the casket.
Already that fat, you're gonna be dead. If we better play soon, because you're gonna be fucking dead in 6 months.
That's not true.
And I'm gonna go to your fucking
Kurt,
funeral. I'm gonna go to
I
your
think
fucking.
you're more likely to be
All right,
dead.
okay, you're playing
I'm
next
gonna
No,
week.
Kurt, you may be more likely.
I'm gonna take my dick out of your funeral and I'm gonna fuck your mother in front of you.
Yeah, that's good. There we go. This is
Okay,
so
there's a
fitting
rematch.
that Pat and Kirk are on the same team. Nobody gets more unhinged than them.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys were in a death pool, I don't think there would be like
No,
a
he would
clear
be
winner who
minus
I'm gonna
one. No,
take.
no, he would be minus
it's
1
tough.
billion. Minus 1
Yeah,
billion.
but his would be from like self-inflicted. Yours would be natural causes.
Do you feel unhealthy
What?
these days?
No. But I mean, I do have weight to lose. That's something I'm working on, and I don't really care about the weight comments. The mother stuff I thought crossed the line, but whatever. I'm over it.
Does your mom watch The Dozen?
I'm hoping she doesn't watch it, but if she does, it's. I was gonna say something, but I'm not going to.
It will.
Say it.
Yeah.
Say it.
No, I just don't want her to watch it, but she may. I don't know.
Wow. Do you think like she would want to have a talk with Kirk if she ends up seeing it?
No, my mom probably realizes he's an unhinged man, and
Quote it.
that. Pat, this is going to be published on YouTube. You don't need to quote anything.
I'm
Yeah,
unhinged.
and then-
I'm unhinged.
And then, so yeah, hopefully my mother doesn't watch it. If she does, it's the name of the game. It's the life I chose, and I like Kirk. I think he does great work. The mother comment was just way too far.
I mean, yeah, he was just caught up in.
No,
he
I
was
think
caught
we
up in the
both
heat of
were.
the
Yeah,
moment.
no, and from there, I mean, I get it, and I'm ready to play them again, and Kirk is it happens. It happens. It's whatever.
Yeah, like say if you had to spend a weekend with Pat or Kirk, who would you choose?
Kirk.
Okay, wow. Yeah, even
Why?
after those comments. So that's how you know the hatred runs deep. I want to see a lot more sportsmanship.
No.
Kirk said he's gonna beat the shit out of Jack next week.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Okay,
looking
he had the
forward to that
opportunity to
match.
do that last night, though. Same with you. I mean, you. How about this? How many questions do you think you're going to get right?
I don't need to make. I'm gonna get a lot right. Many right.
Okay, so 3?
No, many.
I got 3 or 4 yesterday, I think.
I think
so.
you got maybe. I think it was like 2, and then a
David
half.
West. David West, I got right. I got the Packers right. I got
Can we
both
end
the
that?
college
We don't need to hear that. Like the
football
show is
right.
over. We can get.
Okay,
we
so,
can,
Yeah.
so 4.
Neither of you knew what country was west of
Right.
Madagascar.
Nobody
so
did.
you guys have that in common. And on that note, we are going to wrap up the rundown. First time hosting. Thank you for helping me make it smooth.